this is at Agresta here at a now rainy, as it had just begun to rain, Shuttleworth Park here in Amsterdam, New York, as we have PGCBL action. And we have now reached the month of August, happy August 1st, and that marks the start of the PGCBL playoffs every year, as the Albany Dutchmen are taking on the hometown Amsterdam Mohawks in the opening round of the PGCBL playoffs. We'll have your lineups for the game in just a minute. Currently, there is rain. The tarp is on the mound. The rest of the infield is turf, luckily. The main thing that we have to worry about is the mound, but everything else should hold up all right in the rain. But the issue is, if this rain delays the start, how long will we be able to wait to either start this game or continue it if we do start it and then get delayed? But regardless, I am also here with my partner, Justin Cohen. Justin, how is it first off going today? And also, how excited are you to see this winner-take-all playoff game tonight?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's one moment here.
Wow. Hello? Hello?
From Fort Myers, Florida, number 9, Richie Pizza. From Herkimer County, Community College, number 17, Ben Rose. From DC, Young. From Lake Forest, number 24, Chris Lanzilli. From Hudson Valley Community College, number 34, Jackson Lundstrom. From Marshall, Dale Stanovich, number 7. From Manhattan College, number 10, Teddy Savajo. From Kentucky, number 11, Trip Lockhart. From Seton Hall, number 13, Ryan McClinsky. From Canisius, number 15, Nick DeBrino.
Test.
From the University of Massachusetts, one of the birthday boys, number 18,
Test.
Brooks Navick. From Indiana, number 21, Matt Petrosino. From the University of Massachusetts,
Testing, 1, 2. All right, there we go. Our apologies, folks, on our side as we have had some technical difficulties, but welcome to a rainy Shuttleworth Park here in Amsterdam, New York, as the Amsterdam Mohawks are getting set to take on the visiting Albany Dutchmen in the opening round of the PGCBL playoffs. Currently, both teams are getting introduced onto the foul lines. We have a steady stream of rain happening, as it was always forecast as such, but we weren't sure if we would have to delay the start of the game or not. But now I'm not sure what the call will be, but we'll update you as soon as we get that information. But for now, let's preview this action-packed matchup between these two Eastern Division rivals. I have my partner Justin Cohen with me. How's it going, Justin?
It's going wonderful. A little bit rainy, but we're going to stick through it and see what we can do.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to get a game in today. There are 2 other opening round PGCBL games tonight. I'll kind of explain to you how the playoffs are working. So the number 1 seed is the Jamestown Jammers. The Mohawks at one point were going to try and catch them, but they unfortunately could not at the end of the season. They ended up, I believe they were a game and a half or 2 games back to end the season.
Yeah, they'd come within a game and a half, and I believe with the losses by both teams last night, they ended up a game and a half.
They ended up 2.5 behind Jamestown, but that does mean.
Oh yeah, because we split the night against Saugerties.
But that does mean that we will have the number 2 seed if the Mohawks were to
head to the semifinals. They would first have to win this game. So the main issue with that, first off, is we have to try and get this game in to be able to advance. And then the other thing is the Jamestown Jammers are number 1. There are 3 other teams that are trying to play into the semifinals. Jamestown already gets the bye to the semis, being the number 1 seed. The number 2 and number 3 seeds in the Western Division play each other tonight. That is the Geneva Red Wings and Elmira Pioneers. That is in Geneva this evening. We'll give you updates on that game, as well as the Central Division matchup between the Central Division champion Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs and the second-place Watertown Rapids, who on the final day of the season beat the Saugerty Stallions to make it into the playoffs. They ended up playing one more game than the Utica Blue Sox. Both teams had identical records going into the day, and Watertown got the win to punch themselves a ticket into the opening round. Now, from here, these 3 games today are one-game playoffs. They're completely win or go home, so it is certainly a high-pressure situation, most notably